Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the office once again. Michael here. Appreciate you rocking with me. It is Sunday. We've got 9 orders going out today. We had a really good weekend so far. Actually, weekend's not even over. Did get a little bit of garage selling in yesterday. There were no sales at all on Friday. I'm sure there were, but there weren't any that I was going to. The weather forecast for Friday was, I think it was Thursday. Thursday, the forecast was rain. And Friday was supposed to be overcast, but if you live in the Pacific Northwest, you know overcast is 50-50 no matter what the weatherman says. So I think everyone held off on Friday, and even going into Saturday, it was pretty cloudy till probably midday. And in fact, one of the sales that I was going to that I was really excited for actually got canceled for rain that never came. So yeah, it was an interesting weekend as far as garage sales go. There were really only a couple on my list. I ended up finding a couple others as I was driving around, just based on the signs. But I think we did really, really well, actually. I think we're going to make a good amount of money. Well, I know we're going to make a good amount of money on some of this stuff. So I'll just show you what I've got. We'll start with this guy. Let's see. Let me organize this by sale, actually. Let's see here. We'll put this stuff together. Okay, so one of the first sales I went to, I grabbed four things. I got this lightning cable adapter, 30 pin to lightning cable adapter. This is brand new, sealed, never been opened. The comp on this was like $40 or $50, and I paid $1 for it. So that's going to be a really nice flip once we get that up, and really easy to list. Looks like it was $39 retail, so yeah, probably $40 plus shipping at this point. These might even be hard to come by now. I haven't looked at them up at the retail level, but regardless, I'm into it for $1. So we're going to make good money on that no matter what. And then, like I said, super easy to list. It's barcode, it's Apple, no problems, right? Same sale, I paid $2 for this. And I just didn't even negotiate. I put this bundle together and we just kind of agreed on $5 for everything. So this is Brother Brand Inc. This sells for about $40 as well. So just between those two items, we're already at about $80. And then not big money makers here, but a couple of Xbox 360 games, Grand Theft Auto 4 and Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Paid $1 each for those. They're not worth a whole ton individually, but I've got that stack of 360 games, so I saw an opportunity to add two more, and we can use them as a bundle when we sell the systems, which I still haven't tested. But what are you gonna do? I went to a sale. It was not even a sale. It was a garage giveaway, and I actually originally was gonna go to it first because I was like, oh geez, they're just giving shit away, right? I better get there early before it's all gone. Because of the sale that got canceled, it screwed up my like itinerary as far as the time, right? So I left the house thinking I was going to go to this sale that started at 8:30, and then I was going to head over to this other one at 9, and I had this all figured out. So when the 8:30 one got canceled, I had to either sit and wait, which I wasn't going to do, or sort of rework my plan. I ended up going all the way across town to another sale. So by the time I got to this free one, it was actually one of the last ones I went to. But I picked up a couple things. I just grabbed stuff. I didn't look any of it up. It was free. I figured, we'll figure it out when we get home. I got this DVD, The Way to Happiness. I grabbed it because I had never seen it before. It turns out it's a Scientology thing. I couldn't find any exact comps on it. I doubt it sells for a whole lot, but Scientology stuff is one of those things that kind of always sells a little bit. Not my gig, but money's money. Same place. I grabbed the Gabriel method. This is some sort of like transform your body. I think it's a workout video, but the vibe from it is that it's more like change your mind, change your body kind of thing. Like I don't know that there's any actual workouts on here. I think it says live workshop. I think this is sort of like what's that guy's John Roberts? What's the name of the self-help guru? I can't think of his name now. I don't know. Maybe I thought it was a body thing because of I guess that's him, from the big guy to the fit guy, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, these kinds of things are weird. Sometimes they're worth nothing, and sometimes they go for like 30, 40, $50. I did find this available on eBay, and if I remember correctly, yeah, it was about 30 bucks. So free to me. So whatever we get is what we get. And then kind of the same thing with these two guys. This is oh, let's get these flipped right. I guess this is an audio CD and a CD-ROM. I actually thought these were DVDs. Maybe that's what a data CD is. I don't know. The Maui Millionaires, these kinds of things a lot of times go for a lot. And in fact, I saw these listed on eBay. No comps sold, but the listings were like $100. Just ridiculous money. So I figure if I put them up for, 40 bucks, best offer, and I'll take whatever I can get. I'm into them for literally nothing. So whatever we get's what we get. And if we get nothing, nothing ventured, nothing lost. I got a couple of audio books. I got this. I got this as part of a bundle. A lot of her stuff was overpriced at this sale, and well, none of it had price tags. It was one of those things like you had to ask, how much you want for this, how much you want for this, and she would just sort of decide in the moment what she wanted for it. But I got this audiobook, Diane Keaton, Then Again, sealed, brand new. It goes for about $8, which let me tell you. Original retail price was $35, so these things just don't hold value at all. But $8 is $8, and it looks like it sells pretty regularly, so I'm fine with that. But this is what I really wanted. This is Battlefield Earth. Speaking of Scientology, from L. Ron Hubbard. I might just put that DVD with this actually as like a bonus to try to sell it. Comps on this all over the place. I mean all over, like from $20 plus $50 shipping. Figure that out, to like $100, $200. So I think I can probably get 50, 60 bucks for it. So obviously super happy with that. I haven't double checked all the CDs to make sure that they're in good condition, but I'm going to presume they are. Everything at this sale was actually in really nice condition. So I'm confident they're okay. I also got two super cool vintage animatronic Santa and Mrs. Claus decorations, I guess. And I ended up paying $30 for everything. Obviously, when I sell Battlefield Earth, that'll pay for it all, so I'm not too worried about it. But the comps on the animatronics are really interesting because, it's one of those things where it's vintage and it's cool and there's definitely demand for it, but finding the exact one is almost impossible. I do have the original boxes. They're not in great shape, but I do have them. They do work. I tested them while I was there. They're super clean. I mean, they've been well taken care of. I would not be surprised to get $100 for the pair. I wouldn't be mind blown to get $100 a piece just because some of that stuff just is like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of what we're shooting for there. And frankly, if it's not worth anything, we'll just keep them and, put them up every Christmas and no problem. And then the last sale I went to, I actually just happened to see a tiny little road sign as I was driving home. And it was kind of a barn sale. It was like I'll call it a hoarder sale. It was an interesting experience, but I did find some good stuff. I got 4 of these vintage dining room chair covers. These are brand new. This is SureFit brand. SureFit is really expensive typically. I don't know what these cost originally, but it's $19.99. Copyright on it. Brand new in the bag. I got 4 of them. So this is the kind of things that I look out for, where I can get multiple quantities of an item. And one listing for, 4 sales in this case. That's the kind of stuff that I've really trying to get my hands on. And then I also got this, and I need to clean this box up because it's seen better days, but I got this PowerShot Pro contractor grade electric staple and nail gun. Brand new in the box. Looks like it's never been used. Where I was, for whatever reason, I couldn't get any data signal, so I couldn't look any of this stuff up. We ended up working out a deal. I got everything for $10. Basically, I was at 5, he was at 15. We just met in the middle, and I was happy with that because I knew if nothing else, we would get use out of this staple gun. And I knew, or I shouldn't say I knew, but you know what I'm saying, I figure I can at least get $20 like bargain basement price on those chair covers. I bet they're, 20, at least 20 a piece realistically, possibly more. But I was able to look this up when I got back, and just this PowerShot Pro, well, let's say $40 plus shipping. Again, comps are everywhere. It's really interesting the shipping charges people put on stuff. Like this This will fit in probably a medium flat rate box. So there's no excuse for anybody to be paying $50 shipping and handling. There's just no excuse for it. So anyway, there's a lot of people listing it for lower prices, but the shipping on it's so high that your total cost is through the roof. I might just put it up, for whatever. I'll have to do the math, but let's say $50 or $60 with free shipping. I've done that on occasion with things that are like that, where all of my sort of competition is all over the place. I'll just figure out a way to bake the shipping in, and just do free shipping. And then I'll figure out how to ship it as cheap as possible when it actually sells. You know what I mean? It might even fit in a regional rate A box, which would be awesome because, then it only ships for £2 rate. And I would say it's probably 3 or 4 pounds, maybe 5. So that would be great on that. And I guess that's everything that we picked up this weekend. So not a lot of stuff, but nice total dollar figure, for what we're into it for. What? Let's see. 10, 15, 45. Is that everything? Am I into everything for $45 this weekend? I feel like there was one other sale. No, I guess that's it. Yeah, so $45 in for everything, and we got 150, maybe $200 to $300 probably in total value here, maybe more potentially. Especially that's not counting the animatronics, so potentially way more, depending on how those shake out. So really happy with that. A decent garage sale weekend, especially for my area. I'm really pleased with how well we did and the stuff we found. It's always great to find new in package stuff. I always like that. And a good mix, because we've got a nice mix of used collectibles and new in package, and that usually makes for good sales on eBay. So, having said that, what did I say last week? I said the more you list, the more sales you make. I did a bunch of listing last week. Only one item I listed last week actually sold, but we had 9 sales throughout the store. Really, in fact, I don't think we've had any today on Sunday, so it was all Friday and Saturday, which is a really good clip for me. That may be a slow day for other folks, but for me, those are really good days. 5 to 10 sales is really strong, so really happy with that. So let's pull those, and we'll talk about that next. All right, so as far as what's going out today, I sold this Mosaic. It's an LED light strip. It's not very high end. It's just a Sylvania. This sold for $39.99 plus shipping, which kind of surprised me. There was a comp on it. There was one comp, none sold. And actually, now that I'm looking at this, I think this may have came from Costco based on that UPC and the item number above it. That's kind of indicative of something that was packaged for Costco. I don't know, maybe. But this came out of that hoarder sale that we've started calling it. Well into the profit on that, I think, at this point. Yeah, the Duplos put us all in the profit on it. So that's really nice. I grabbed this because it was new, for no other reason than that. I figured anything new will sell eventually. I took a chance on it, and I mean, realistically, it sold pretty quick, right? Because that was only a month ago. So sold for full asking price, and yeah, $40. Happy with that. I sold this Todd McFarlane Toys Army of Darkness. Oop, hold on. Army of Darkness figure. There we go. This came out of a toy auction. I got this and a Buffy the Vampire Slayer figure that were both sealed, and then a bunch of open figures. A couple more McFarlane Toys horror movie. There was a Freddy Krueger and a Bride of Chucky set, and then there was a bunch of wrestling figures in there, and I paid $15 for the whole thing. That sold for $19, so we are officially in the profit. That toy sale was kind of a mistake, even though we're making money on it in the end. That was in May, I think, and I was just trying to figure out how to attain product for my eBay store, and I was doing a lot of online auctions, and man, the auction that I buy in every week is great. They're nearby. They only charge a 9% premium. This place and all the other places I was bidding on highbid.com are like 18% internet premium. I'm not with that, but yeah, so it's actually a miracle that I got this for as cheap as I did. And they originally were going to ship it to me to the tune of another $15. So I was going to be $30 all in, and would have made a lot less. But they actually sat on it until I could get down there to pick it up. You know, with lockdowns and all closures and all that stuff, it's been on both sides as far as being able to get in there to get it. But actually, yeah, my mom and sister went in and grabbed that stuff because it was closer to their house than mine. So anyway, sold for 19 bucks. Happy with that. I kind of thought it would go for more, but what are you gonna do? I'll take it. I sold Red Dwarf volumes 1 through 5, series 1 through 5. This is the BBC/PBS show. If you're from my generation, Red Dwarf was on PBS all the frickin' time. This sold for 30 bucks plus shipping on top. So very happy with that. This came out of the, not the last media auction, but I think the one before that, if I'm not mistaken. Well into the profit on that. I can't even begin to calculate. I sold Our World at War DVD set, volumes 1 through 5. It's the full collection. It says HBO Home Video. I think this was a History Channel show or something like that. You know what I mean? This sold for $30 as well, plus shipping on top. This did come out of that last media auction buy that wasn't all that great. A lot of war DVDs, a lot of cheap, like, compilation DVD. In fact, I think I have one. Oh, no, I don't. I thought I had one sitting here, but I guess I don't. But just like, you know, those 40 movies for $10 box set kind of situations, it's a bunch of stuff like that. So, you know, some stuff that'll sell. I was able to lot a bunch of stuff together. I've actually gotten some attention on a fair amount of that stuff, so I think eventually it will sell. Yeah, not. I'm glad I didn't pay a lot for it because there's not a whole lot in there. This almost puts us in the profit on that. I think I was all in for $50 or $60 on that buy. So, you know, you can't be mad. One sale almost gets you back to profit. I sold Jean-Luc Picard, $9.99 plus shipping on top. Another one of these action figures. Obviously happy with that, on our road to profitability for that buy. You know, it's a long haul, $10 at a time, but we're going to get there eventually. So not mad about that. I already boxed this up. This is the last 2 packages or bottles, I guess, of our Swiffer Wet Jet solution. This came out of the Donkey charity buy. I'm into this for nothing. You know, I've said before, I paid $60 over 2 days. The belt buckle came out of there. That was 30 bucks. I still have the Xbox 360. I still have the Wii. I haven't even dealt with those yet. Sold the other 2 of these for $30. I do have free shipping on those. Comps on that one were strange. As I mentioned last time one sold. It was like the only listing was for $9.99 for 1 bottle plus $9.99 shipping. So it's going to cost me about $11 to ship that. They both fit perfectly in a regional rate A box, so it's about $11 to ship out. I knew they'd sell, but they sold faster than I thought they would. I probably could have done, you know, $29.99 plus shipping, frankly, and probably still sold them. But I'm not, you know, I'm happy with it. Obviously, $40 of pure profit after shipping charges, and kind of a satisfying experiment. You know, that's one of those things that, although I know sort of intellectually, but I haven't experienced firsthand that kind of stuff really sells. You know, and I see Matt over at Part Time Pickers. I think he's almost sold it all now, but he had a bunch of shampoo and conditioner, just like 5-gallon jugs of it or whatever they were, gallon jugs. And he was selling those things, you know, 2 or 3 a day, to the tune of, I think, $30 or $40 a jug. Same thing with free shipping, but I think he was shipping them pirate ship for, you know, 10 bucks. So, probably could have got some more money out of them, but I'm happy that they sold as quickly as they did. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for more things like that. Not necessarily specifically Swiffer Wet Jet solution, but, you know, multiple quantities of new sealed staples, household staples. And you tend to find those things fairly frequently, especially at estate sales, when somebody's clearing out their parents' house, you know, and they've got 20 bottles of, you know, whatever, Clorox. You know, that might be something to pick up in the future, as well. So, what else? One other thing. I'm not even going to pick it up. We sold a another wholesale DVD lot, 25 DVDs for 25 bucks. Didn't even they didn't even make an offer on it. They just paid full asking price. So happy with that. I do have free shipping on that. Depending on this one varies. Shipping is somewhere between $5 and $8 depending on which movies I put in there, because if they're double discs, obviously they weigh a little bit more. And then depending on how they package the double disc, if they just sort of put two discs, you know, on either one disc on either side of the case, it's a lot lighter than if they put the flappy thing in there. Those flappy things add a fair amount of weight to the boxes, but you know, it's clearing out what amounts to a donation pile realistically. So I never complain about those. I love the wholesale lots. I will continue to make these media buys because overall we do really, really well on them. And you know, the wholesale lots are just sort of, they're just going to come with the territory, because you're always going to have somebody's movie collection alongside the really nice, you know, TV seasons and things like that that really sell really well. So we'll just continue to put those up and you know, make $20 at a time, whatever, you know, every single time. And it's good money, man. It really is. It's good money. I'm not mad about those at all. So I think, oh no, one other item. Okay, I couldn't find it. I was thinking maybe I sold it and forgot. Anyway, I sold this. What is this? Vampirella Red Sonja meet Betty and Veronica. This is the Virgin variant. This came out of, I think, Superior 7 or 8 box. Sold this for $25 plus shipping, so he's all in for 30 bucks. Yeah, you know, what are you gonna do? Happy about that. I think I'm actually, ironically, no, that's a lie. I was gonna say, I think I'm pretty close to getting my money back on both of those Superior boxes, but I don't think that's true. I think I'm only probably even on the first one at this point. So I haven't bought one since, right? Lesson learned. But okay, so that is everything going out today. We're about $200, I think, gross, all in, minus shipping, say 185 or so. So yeah, not bad. Happy with that. And definitely keep it pushing and continue to list stuff. I actually have a lot of stuff to list. The stuff that I showed you that we got this weekend, some stuff that's, my death pile is almost completely done. I got all my CDs listed. All the DVDs are listed. So there's really actually just a couple of items, a couple of death pile items that are left. I'm actually going to be refreshing my store this month, my eBay store, and I'm going to pull, and I think I talked about this before, but I'm actually going to pull the rest of the Mattel DC Universe figures off. They've been up for a year. At this point, they've been on sale at 20% off, and they still didn't sell. It seems like every time I turn around, I'm getting a notice that somebody's watching it, and I'll send out an offer, and they don't buy it. So I'm just going to take them down. I'm going to save them. I'm going to keep them. I've sold the ones that were worth something, that were worth $40, $50, $60. Those sold in the beginning. Everything that's left, it's just not selling. So we're going to save it. And like I said, I'll play Batman and Superman and all that with the boy in a couple years. So that's it, man. That's everything. Not a bad weekend. Like I said, maybe small for some folks, but I'm very, very pleased. Oh, one other thing going on. I can't believe I completely disregarded this. My fault. One other thing. I sold, I'm going to try to show you this. In fact, here, I'm just going to turn this around. I sold these, I'll get the light out of there. I sold these vintage sewing machine feet attachments. There's this box. Oh, I've got a user manual for a White's rotary, sewing machine. This is unopened. This is still sealed. OK's oil, vintage, or I almost said aluminum tin or steel can, whatever thing. And then another box of attachments. Let's see if I can slide this open. Yep. As you can see, my desk is still a mess. That hasn't changed. Some more feet. Comps on this were all over the place for a couple of reasons. One, there's just a lot of them. I mean, these are all really well made. You know, this vintage stuff from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, it's all solid steel. It's all made to last forever. It was intended to last forever, you know, unlike what we do today where it's intended to break every couple of years and you have to rebuy. So there's a lot listed. But the other problem is that I don't know that those are like complete sets, so to speak. That's just what came in the auction. I paid $10 for a bunch of stuff. That's about a third of the stuff that I got out of the auction. I still have 2 other listings from that. And I paid $10 for everything. So comps were really tough because even though there were people that like had the same tin, the attachments that they had were different. So it was really just impossible to match up perfectly. Sale prices were anywhere from $5 with free shipping up to, you know, $20, $30, $40. So what I did, I actually was able to find some comps on the oil. This is actually potentially, somebody potentially got a really good deal on this because I saw comps just for this, over $20. But I had everything together for $29.99. I got an offer for $22. I just took it. It's plus shipping. Maybe they're getting a deal. They're probably getting a deal. Good for them. I'm happy for them. I'm happy because I've doubled my money on the first sale. I've got 2 other sales listed, I think for another $30 or $40, I think on the other 2 items, or other 2 lots, I should say. So yeah, so that's going out too. And I think, did I include that in the total? 35 after shipping, before fees. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. Happy with that. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate your continue to watch these videos and follow this journey with me. We're going to continue to grow. You're going to see, in theory, a lot of growth over the next couple of weeks and months, out of necessity, out of desire. You know, we've gotten to this point almost on accident, just by sheer momentum and just kind of continuing to buy and search and kind of do the legwork every week. And then through that, you end up selling more and more every week. And all of a sudden this business grows and you're actually off to the races. So with the economy, with the employment situation where it is, I don't have a choice. I gotta be all in and, you know, keep the lights on, so to speak. But we're in a good place. Now's a great time to make that jump. And I appreciate you guys coming along on this journey with me. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your neighbor, tell your mailman, tell my mailman, and thank your mailman too, by the way. Post office is under attack right now, like so many of our institutions of our democracy. Yeah, comment down below, and I will see you next time.